See, when I walk into my living room as I'm gathering my thoughts, I start to visualize how it would look if I was walking on a stage or if I had a live chat going and the people are waiting for me to say my tokened phrase. Thursday morning thoughts. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. I do that from time to time. Yes, I do. Because you have to start visualizing these things and manifesting these things early. And that's what's going to keep you going. Because if you don't have an end goal in mind, then what are you doing it all for? That's what I'm thinking about at the beginning of this Thursday morning thoughts, because it's going to happen. I'm going to turn that manifestation, that dream into reality sooner or later. And I'm going to keep on working. I'm going to continue to pump out this content. I'm going to continue to grow as a content creator. And if you're not growing, period, whether it is content creating, whatever endeavor that you are putting effort to, what you're sacrificing your free time for, what is the point of it all? It doesn't matter how long it takes for you to reach the epitome of your success in whatever areas that you're working in. You just got to continue to keep working. And sooner or later, you're going to see your progression over time. And I know that we live in a society to where we want to see results overnight, but it just doesn't happen that way. Not for the majority of us. Some of us, it just takes us a long time to get there. That's why they say life is a marathon, not a sprint. Stop looking at how quickly other people have progressed and just focus on yourself. When you do that, that'll allow you to be able to pull all of your resources together and invest in yourself and in the people who are around you that are with you throughout your entire journey. So you got to make sure that you focus on that. And with that being said, that will also allow you not to be in these positions like, the people right now that are going through it with the government being shut down. See, me personally, guys, I appreciate the hard times because it allows you to really appreciate the good times. I remember struggling. I remember living paycheck to paycheck. I remember trying to figure out when I had an unexpected expense, how was I going to be able to fund this? I did not want to go and borrow money from friends and family unless I had to. I'm the type of guy who always wanted to figure it out on my own. And that allowed me to get into the position that I'm in today. But it does not stop me from continuing to grind. I have committed myself to working overtime for the rest of the year. Yesterday I did that. I had a conversation with my manager and he asked me what I thought about, taking in extra hours for the rest of the year. And I said, you damn right I'm going to do that. Why? Because here in this household, I am the system. See, a lot of people complain about the system, the government, their job, whatever that is. They don't have control over their lives. But me, I have the majority of control over my life. Yes, I work for somebody because I need the resources, but that's going to be a short-term thing. I do not plan on working for somebody for the rest of my life. This is why I'm investing my money. I'm creating content. I'm finding ways to where I can work myself out of a job. And even in my current position right now, I won't be in this position for very long. No, I will not. Why? Because, listen, if you're not growing as far as learning tech, and I told you guys before, I'm learning about, machine learning, prompting with AI, and I actually did my first successful one yesterday. And when I continue to learn about this, I'm just going to keep getting better and better. That's what we do. We continue to learn and we continue to educate ourselves so we're not begging the government for assistance. Listen, when you are an able-bodied individual, especially a man, Our life is always going to have trials and tribulations. It's never going to be easy until the work gets done. And a lot of people don't want to struggle. They don't want to go through things. I slept on an air mattress for 5 years. I've said that plenty of times. So my life has not been easy ever, 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 ever. Now, I might make it look easy because I had to struggle so much in my youth. So now when obstacles come my way, you know what I do? I roll my sleeves up, I get dialed in, I get focused, and I say, okay, it's time to handle this shit. That's what men do. This is what functional men do. This is what productive men do. And we just do it on a regular basis. We don't cry about it. We don't complain about it, because complaints don't do anything but distract you from the actual solution to finding, the solution to the problem. So I just don't understand how a lot of these people just walk around trying to escape the accountabilities that we all have to be accountable for in regards to living our lives, surviving, not relying on government, not relying on other people, standing on your own 2 feet. What happened to that? Is it a parent thing? Is it the fact that we coddled our children so much because we didn't want to see them struggle and we don't want to see them suffer, but they need to suffer? My son had to suffer yesterday because he forgot his lanyard and he had to sit in lunch detention. But I guarantee you that experience taught him a lot. It taught him about being responsible for his own things. It also taught him that, guess what? Daddy cannot save you from everything. No, you are going to have to take more control over your life and make sure that you don't put yourself in those compromising situations. Yes, you have to allow your child to go through things. You have to allow your child to fail. You have to hold your children to a certain standard and accountable for their actions. Because if you don't do that, what happens when they get older and they start making these mistakes? They're going to be caught off guard, like, hold on. I didn't know that I was going to be held responsible for doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. See, and this is why they got to bring back that belt, man. You do. And I'm not saying you got to beat your kids, but listen, if you touch a hot stove, what happens? You're going to get burned. And that's all that is teaching their children. We're teaching our children that there's consequences for your actions. I would rather discipline my child than have the government discipline my child. That's how I'm looking at it. So whatever that means, whatever level of discipline that you have to do for your child, you have to do it in order for them to learn that, listen, the world is real and everybody sooner or later has to be responsible, especially when you become an adult, for yourself and for your actions. So let your kids struggle. You need to appreciate your own struggle, because that struggle that you went through got you to the point to where you're at now. All successful people have gone through things. Successful people have been broke. Successful people have lost a lot of money. Successful people had to fight the world like the rest of us. But the difference between us and them is the fact that we didn't stop fighting. We kept moving forward. And that's what you got to do, especially in 2025. I am so glad that the things that I went through in my teens and in my 20s that got me to the point to where I'm at now, that I suffered. I'm glad that I struggled. I'm glad that I had to come from the bottom. I'm glad that I didn't get any handouts or anything of that nature. I always had to put myself in the best position in order to win. And that's the way that the world is going now. This is a dog-eat-dog type of situation. You either gonna sink or you're going to swim. And I choose to swim non-stop. All right. Well, that is my Thursday morning thoughts. I still got to eat, feed the dog, make my coffee, get my butt to work, because you know I love making some money, and you should too. All right. Don't be one of these people that are still bitching and complaining about not getting a SNAP benefits, they EBT, when they are able-bodied individual. Get your ass out there and go work, go earn some money. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. People still talking shit behind my back. That's cool, but I'ma just do
that's all I can do. They say life's a chess game, well, make you move. But I'm ahead of you and I'm plotting my next move. Gon' run your mouth about me, it's all good. But I'ma still keep a positive attitude. But what you should worry about is what I'ma do. Cause right now I'm plotting my next move. I'm worthy before my competition.